And let's pick one out from our diagram we drew. CBD.
That's just something.
CBD. Do you see what the order we went in? We went in the order around that circle, the way we listed the points. CBD. A major arc is listed with 3 letters. How many degrees is a semicircle? 180. How about a full circle? 360 degrees. All right. There's a lot of vocabulary, and it was our first page of the packet. So, it was on page 1 of our packet. That vocabulary, you're going to want to go back and review that. All right? I wasn't going to rewrite it, but I wanted to highlight these major things. Let's think about lesson 2. In lesson 2, we talked about circumference. Circumference is the blank of a circle. What is it? Fill in the blank. Vocabulary on your test. What do you think? The outside? I need a math term.
The perimeter.
Hey, we got it. It's the perimeter. It's the perimeter. Fill in the blank vocab. Circumference, the first equation, I could do pi times diameter. Again, D is diameter. Or what's the other circumference equation?
Pi times R2 squared.
2 times pi times r. We'll get to the squared one in a minute. And r is our radius. What's the area one now? Pi times r squared. Pi times r squared. Again, if you forget what the letters are, I might write down that key. D is diameter, r is radius. I will not tell you that on the test. You got to know that.
Can't you also do pi times d times 2? Or no? Didn't we do one of those? No?
Another relationship we did talk about is that diameter is 2 times the radius, the length. Why don't you add that? Diameter is 2 times the radius. That might come up on your vocabulary. It might be diameter is double the radius. And you gotta, fill in the blank. Blank is double the radius, Fill in the blanks, vocabulary. That was the first 2 lessons. And the next 2 lessons, we start talking about arc length and area of a sector, which we did yesterday. Is anyone still writing before I erase? Okay. So in 12.3, blank is the distance around a blank of a circle. Uh-oh. Fill in the blanks.
Arc length?
Yeah. Arc length. What was the second one?
Portion.
Fantastic. Arc length and portion. Awesome. Arc length is the distance around a portion of the circle. And then we'll write out the formula. It was your angle, theta, divided by 360, times 2 times pi times r. Again, theta is your angle. R, once again, is your radius. When we're finding an arc length, make sure you remember that it's a length. So it would be in inches, or centimeters, or meters. It's not area. There's no square. on your units. How about the next one? A blank is a slice of the circle. Sector. A sector is the slice of a circle. This is the lesson we did yesterday. We were finding the area of portions of the circle. We had to know our angle. We had to know our radius. So again, we had to know theta, our angle. We had to know r, our radius. There were some problems yesterday where you had a circle and it wanted that area and it told you that angle. How can you figure the other angle? How did we figure that out yesterday?
360 minus 120.
Yeah, we would have done 360 minus 120 to figure out the other angle. That's going to come up. You're going to see that. Okay, so remember 360 is the whole, and you've got parts of a whole here. Our whole is going to be 360. You can subtract the other angles to get the other pieces. Questions? Flip the page. Please, we're going to do some problems together before we do the vocabulary in our review. So let's look at this page. If the circumference of a circle is 6 pi inches, find the area. Exact answers only. So first off, exact answers only. What does that mean? How should my answer look? With a pi symbol. Circumference. What's the equation for circumference? We just wrote them down. It's 6 pi. What can I pull out from this equation? What do I know about the circle? All right, the diameter is 6. The diameter is 2 times our radius, so the radius is 3. How do you feel about that? That's going to be on your test. It was on your concept check. We went over it. I'm told it's 6 pi. That is my circumference. If I go back, one of our equations is diameter times pi. So I can pull out that the number is my diameter, therefore my radius is 3. And now I can find the area. That's what we're trying to find. Pi times 3 squared. And what's 3 squared? 9 pi inches squared is our final answer. Number 2, find the area of a circle if the diameter is 18. They're telling us the diameter is 18. They're telling us that. So then what is R? 9. Area is pi times r squared. So now we're going to leave our answer exact. Pi times 9 squared. It's going to be 81 pi centimeters squared. Any questions? We've got the same area. If the side length of your square is 12 inches, we need to figure out the radius. Round your answer to the nearest tenth. So I've got a square, and we know from our last unit that a square has 4 equal sides, and we're told it's 12 inches. We're also told the areas are the same. What's the area of the square?
144.
Yep, 12 times 12 was just 144. What do I do with that now to figure out the radius of the circle?
You do the backwards.
Do the backwards. We are going to work backwards. I know the area of a circle is A equals pi times r squared. What am I going to replace A with? 144, because we know the area is equal. Now we're going to solve. What should I do first? What should I undo first? I want to get r alone. Divide both sides by pi. Grab your calculators. 144 divided by pi. It's not a pretty decimal, but that's okay. That's okay. How do I undo r squared? I want 1r. We're going to square root both sides. Square root, square root. See our algebra moves? So now I'm going to square root that answer. And we get r is about 6.77. It says round to the nearest tenth. So r is about 6.8. Questions about number 3? Circle it, star it, highlight it. You're going to see something like this. Any questions? April 12th, 13th? It's one of those days. Let's look at number 4, because you're going to see stuff like this on your tests and in your review today. This whole thing is what? The red line. What is it in a circle? Diameter. And a diameter, what would this arc be? 180. So if I know a portion of it is 140, what is that angle? 40. But remember, the arc measure here is equal to the angle across from it. So I'm going to set up this equation. 40 equals 6x minus 8. Do you see how we did that? So now I'm going to add 8 to both sides, and I'm solving. We're going to divide both sides by 6. You should get x is 8. So first, look for clues. It gave you a diameter. A diameter makes half a circle, so it's 180. I subtracted 140 from 180, got my other angle, and set it equal to that algebraic expression. All right, our goal today is to get through 1 through 26. But if you notice, a lot of this is vocabulary to get us started. So I'm going to set a timer. You're going to start your vocab. And we'll check in on our vocab, because if you look at the next page, 6 through 20 is identifying things from a circle, which you will have to do. You see that? Wow, lots to identify. Let's start with 1 through 5, and we'll check in like 3 minutes. Go, 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 go.